Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And they are looking at a ton of road games in the next stretch, but this team shouldn't fear the idea of it. They've been more than capable of getting wins on the road, and I wouldn't expect anything less on this trip.
And now Washington's starting group. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Aldridge out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, then it's Mills, and it's Bembry in at the 3 spot. Here's Dinwiddie, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And Dinwiddie with some big shoes to fill. Steps into the vacancy. Westbrook left with the Wizards. Washington targeted Dinwiddie early in free agency.
And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved, and it's not just the athlete, it's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
And stolen by Aldridge. Harden with it, defended by Dinwiddie. And the rejection by Gafford. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Dinwiddie kicks to Kuzma. Back to Dinwiddie. Can they get it? And it's sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
Durant finds Harden. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Harden's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And, of course, the Wizards, 5.5 games behind.
And seeing where Washington is, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as this season winds down.
He takes it in, scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
To the inside. Here's Kuzma, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Outside for Beal. Shot clock at 2. Shoots over Mills. Offensive rebound. Gafford passes to Dinwiddie. Kuzma outside. Over Aldridge. The Wizards with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
KD dishes to Harden. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Wizards trailed by 8. Inside, here's Gafford. Banked in off the glass. Gafford's got his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
To the right side. Harden has a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. Harden's got 13 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And stolen by Aldridge. Harden with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Chalk up 2 there. 15 points in the game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
The shot by Beal, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Harden. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And you can't help but pick their defense.
He's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, who's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And it's Carter in for Patty Mills. Back to Neto. Will it go? Rebound, Brooklyn.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Harden driving the lane, and the jam by Harden.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Outside Holiday, over Carter. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Carter kicks to Brown. Harden outside. And the Nets, another three.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Pass to Brown. To the paint. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Brown. 24 points for James Harden.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Nets out in front.
Mom said in high school, whoever recruited me first, basketball, football, is what we stuck with. So it was basketball.
Pretty simple. And it seems like it worked out for him.
No question. And his mother coached him up. So some all-around sports talent in the Beal family.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got James Johnson, Harden out there with Carter. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Griffin in at the center, locking down the middle. Right side, Griffin. And here's Harden for three. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Here's Kispert. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, this guy is tremendous at keeping plays alive. Montrezl Harrell getting to the offensive window.
It's Brown on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And Harden with such a high usage rate, Doris, it's incredible how efficient he is.
Guys, his percentages are fantastic for someone who has to take so many difficult shots. He's not at the finishing end of alley-oops, let's remember. This guy is not allowed clear lanes to the bucket. He gets the best defender night by night. This guy has to work for every look he gets.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for James Johnson. Membry's checked in for Bruce Brown. And It's Mills in for Carter. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Bertinus. Caldwell Pope comes in for Avdia. Beal's checked in for Kispert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Raul Neto.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night.
At the line.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Harold. They need this. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Boy, a strong finish down low. The defense was there, but he was not going to be denied.
Harden bounce pass. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Dinwiddie's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Harden driving inside. And it's in there.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Dinwiddie passes to Beal. Shoots over Mills. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
Back to Harden. There's the 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Washington. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that concludes this long 6-game road trip.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal.
And you look, Doris, at the trouble so many teams have defensively. It's becoming harder and harder to get stops in this league.
And Kevin, there is no doubt that we must redefine what is considered quality defense. Guys are such range shooters now, so highly skilled from the moment they step across half court. It is almost impossible to cover every part of the floor, especially against a team that really moves it. The only thing you can do is give incredible effort and stay tied together on a string.
Kuzma passes to Gafford. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Millsap.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Back to Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And that's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body and length inside.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Kuzma against KD. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Dinwiddie with the steal. Outside Beal. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Bradley Beal just takes it right into the defender's chest. Beautifully done.
Harden the pass to Millsap. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Takes a 3. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Millsap. Harden's got 43 points.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Pass to Beal. Going inside. Can't cash in from close range. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's ability to catch and release before the defense can react, so critical, so sweet.
Now here's Beal, covered by Mills. Now Beal. Just 3 on the clock.
And Millsap with the focus there defensively, just stretching out to bother the shot.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Nets. They finish off the second quarter on a 14-6 run.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. It's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. I think that's what we're here for. And so, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So the Wizards 5 right now. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Gafford in at the 5 spot.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today. And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And the basket by Harden. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Durant trying to break free. Yep, that one goes in there. Mills has got 7 points in the game.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul.
And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. You take a look at Gafford, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come. And, of course, Montrezl Harrell, also someone that shoots at such a high percentage, top 5 in the league.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Wizards.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Shoots from 12. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 9 points in the game so far.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Aldridge with a screen on Dinwiddie. It's Harden with the drive. That shot is off. For Washington, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Dinwiddie outside. Harrell setting the pick for Dinwiddie. A rebound by the Nets. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Out to the right wing. Here's Aldridge. Bucket is good. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
And inside the paint, Aldridge can be so physical, not letting anything get in his way.
Kuzma outside. Harrell setting the pick for Kuzma. Harrell against Aldridge. Harrell a screen on Durant. 5 on the clock. Back to Harrell. Beal from long range. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Here's Harden. That one doesn't go. And Washington the other way now. And Beal kicks to Dinwiddie. Fires for 3. And another miss by Washington.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
The three from Harden. Beal pulls it in. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Harden, the pass to KD. Back to Harden.
Wizards foul. Spencer Dinwiddie.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge.
Wizards
Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And it's Carter in for James Harden. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Abdiaz checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kispert comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Beal. And Raul Neto subbed in for Dinwiddie.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper, but was strong as an ox and found angles to finish.
And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
Count the basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Griffin kicks to Johnson. 44 seconds left in the third. Down low, here's Mills. And the shot goes in. Mills has got 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Neto. He's covered by Brown. And here is Kispert. It's stolen by Carter. Back to Mills. Over Kispert. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's Brooklyn holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Bang. Your Brooklyn.
The D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Washington. We've got Thomas. James Johnson is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Carter in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Holiday, the pass to Neto. Up and in on the layup. Neto's got his first points of the night.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Carter outside. Drives to the hoop. Washington with the rebound. Outside Holiday. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work. And only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Neto, the pass to Bertans. Kicks to Kispert. Outside Holiday. The Wizards working the ball around now. Bertans in the post. Millsap covering. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Carter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
First team.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Yeah, something else that stands out tonight is how many assists they have.
And the Wizards making a change here. Gafford's checked in. With the drive, Neto kicks to Kispert. Bertans sets the pick for Kispert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first foul.
That one's on Johnson.
Team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Corey Kispert. At the line with 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Doris, in the landscape of the NBA, there are those organizations that seem to have a hard time building a winner. What is it they lack, in your opinion, that's holding them back?
Well, success in any field of endeavor usually involves a multi-pronged effort. So in the NBA, it starts with ownership. Are they committed to winning? Then you have to look at your front office. Do they do a good job drafting talent? Do they understand what goes into team building and quality trades? To the head coach, how modern is he and what is his philosophy? Down to it's about the players ultimately. Do you have the stars that can drive winning?
Here's Holiday, and he uses the glass on the layup. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Johnson in the corner. It's stolen by Bertans. Back to Neto. Passes it to Bertans. Holiday, a screen on Millsap. Gafford passes to Kispert. Offline with his 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Carter outside from deep. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Kispert. The pass to Neto. Shot clock at 6. Gafford is screen on Johnson. Here's Neto. Here's Gafford. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Drops one in from the wing. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And Bertans now top of the key. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Millsap passes to Carter. You know, Doris, the debate about what makes someone an MVP is always interesting. In your mind, and you're a voter, what are the qualities of an MVP-worthy player?
You know, Kevin, one of the things that fascinated me about the most recent MVP selection was some of the slander sent at Nikola Jokic. And I think it had everything to do with him not passing the eye test. And by that, I mean, he didn't have eye-popping athleticism. But he was my runaway choice for MVP because he is so highly skilled and he is so valuable to what they do on the offensive end of the floor. He has vision. He has the ability to score the basketball in the paint and outside the paint. He can manipulate defenses because of his high basketball IQ. It was such a fascinating conversation, and what a worthy MVP for Nikola Jokic.
Avdiaz checked in for Aaron Holiday.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Bertines passes to Neto. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Thomas dishes to Carter. He gets it in there.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, James. You took control early. Was this a complete game for the team?
Tonight was very important that we got off to a great start and try to execute from the beginning of the game. It was very important for us to come out here and take care of home court, and that's what we did.
You certainly have it rolling now, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.